So
Our guest last night, I don't know if it was today. Yes, I have her pin. I stopped by her apartment this morning. You're so good to me. I got you. Sorry, but I know where her actually is. We shopped. I got it.
to do because that's where it all happens.
Yeah, I only took a half day. I have a sister and she's phenomenal, but I can't do the day without her. So with her not having a support, I don't want to like go any longer than 50 minutes here. So it's not bad. So we'll just head back. But I just have to be back by 12:30. And then we're so can you just watch this one? Yeah, anyone comes by. Yes. Ellie brought
I am so following you. I'm trying to get there.
I've done it before. I was, my friend was playing there was big ones. There were some big ones there. They just and they all stopped and they looked at me and they said, because it was a bunch of big, like bunch of little circles. They could have
Are you Mr. Geiger?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Leah.
Oh, hey, yeah, nice to see you. Nice to see you, too.
How are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
I am well, thank you.
How's your year?
It's been
You don't
amazing.
look any older or worse?
I feel older.
big supporters. Hi, Peter. We both have to ski up here for you, too.
I think you're near me.
So you don't look any worse for wear? You had a good year?
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
It's been amazing. I mean, it is like having a second job.
Yes.
And I have a third job because I'm also a teacher leadership fellow with the Department of Education this year.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you
Oh,
guys, but we
where's-
are going live. Yeah, and so like right now, it's like a live shot of our. So I swear, I'm so sorry. Close your eyes.
There's just so much involved in it. I mean, you name the talk. And then I'm still
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I think this has some meeting boards available right now.
Like driving down to like one of the Wiscasset level, and every time we're like, did you win? Yeah. I feel that. I feel that. Moral support is equally I'll get my kids and kids. 6 months. Basically, a full semester.
So I said I wish we could potentially go into break. I'm going to work in the fall. So I'll just
During Christmas, I don't get Christmas off. So
yeah. Also, some of the difference I'm noticing from like my class is I would have to have 3 adults sitting in between all making sure that they're not hurting each other.
I don't know though. It's not like this where it's so slick.
And I almost like a cake going. What did?
I have no more chairs in front of me.
I get a couple like
Oh, of course.
support. Can I get
I feel like mid-laugh. Also, I love it as much as that's what I do. I do like stuff.
Yes, we were again. She was. I don't remember this time, but I was so she's like very well known for mushrooms, and she doesn't really like quite know why. Like one day, someone must have just like given her a mushroom thing, and now so she gets mushroom everything all the time.
I love that. That's amazing.
Like there are worse things.
I never missed plant B, but ironically, one of my ex-ex has to help me keep my kids alive.
I would guess it up there. No, I would guess it's more like the spring.
Oh, you're right.
I think Jason does fine.
Like finalists because someone had to ask when we said we were like they had to
Well, I'm the only finalist that's coming, so I hope it's not just me sitting
I didn't know if you meant like morning.
It's nice.
Hi, Nate. So and I've been doing a I might need to come and see my sister because I don't have any sisters. And he's my therapist, so I can come and go
Yeah, and also we have a whole like technology STEM
because like
7:50. I feel like we're late for high school. I know when I was in high school, it was 7:30 started. But
no, do you know why?
it's all about our buses and our other children.
This one, the long weeks. Oh my god.
I think it was hard. So I'm like, yeah, I don't You're so nice. All three of them got except I was like, next time, and then Emily came together, and I was like, all right. I did not get this. So now I feel terrible. So I'm not going anywhere on the trip ever again. It's interesting because I ended
started in just a minute. We've just got one classroom of students that will be joining us from one special teacher's room in just a minute.
Good morning, everyone. Today is a very special day here at Wiscasset Elementary School. You're probably wondering why we're here today with so many special visitors. We're going to make a very exciting announcement today. But first, let's review our assembly expectations. We did an awesome job with this yesterday. So we're going to keep our hands and feet to ourselves. We're going to sit on our bottoms, our eyes on the speaker, wordless wolves, but today you don't have to do a silent cheer. Today, just cheer out loud. We are going to do the same thing we did yesterday. When we need to get everyone's attention, I'm going to say flat tire, and you're going to say, beautiful job. All right, if everybody could stand right where you are, we're going to say our Wiscasset Elementary School pledge together. Flat tire. Today is a new day, and we are ready to learn. We will include everyone and wait our turn. Throughout our school, you will find Wiscasset wolves are safe and kind. We are responsible, work hard, and try our best. We take care of each other at WPS. Go Wolves! You may be seated. To kick things off, please welcome to the podium our superintendent, Kim Anderson.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Clements, and thank you, students and staff of Wiscasset Elementary School, for sharing your morning pledge here today. And I'm also thrilled that our middle school students still remember the pledge. Awesome. The first time I heard the students of Wiscasset Elementary School recite their pledge, I was so delighted and amazed. And I want to take a moment now to break down the pledge, to reflect on it, and look at it line by line, lesson by lesson. Today is a new day, and we are ready to learn. The students and staff set their intention every morning for the important work of learning that they're going to do. The very act of saying it out loud makes it more likely to come true. Then we will include everyone and wait our turn. Here, they acknowledge to each other that they will all be polite and make everybody feel like they belong here together, because we all do belong here together at Wiscasset. Throughout our school, you will find Wiscasset wolves are safe and kind. These kids are making it clear that they are all going to do it. Not just some, but everyone is included in their spoken commitment to be safe and kind throughout the school. Then they collectively state, we are responsible, work hard, and try our best. And I know personally that these are the true secrets of success. Finally, we take care of each other at WES. Go Wolves! They pledge to be accountable to each other, responsible for one another, and to cheer each other on. How very cool is that? A daily collective affirmation to work hard, do your best, look out for one another, and cheer each other on. These are life skills, the traits that make a society truly great. Imagine a community where everyone did these things every day. Wiscasset Elementary School is such a community, and it sets a positive example for our schools, our town, our state, and heck, our whole world. Wiscasset Elementary School students and staff have shared a valuable lesson here with us this morning about the power of positive intent and collective efficacy. And today is a day when many of you have been left to guess what our intentions might be for gathering you all together. Today is a day to reveal a very special, super secret announcement. But before we do that, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge some of our special guests who are here today. The students and staff of Wiscasset Elementary School and Wiscasset Middle School. Pender Macon, the Commissioner of the Maine Department of Education. Wendy Alt, the Chair of the Maine State Board of Education. Dr. Jason Judd, Executive Director of Educate Maine. Scott Wilkinson, who is here representing Senator Angus King. Chuck Mahalaris, who is here representing Senator Susan Collins. Wiscasset School Committee members Tracy Whitney and Jonathan Barnes. Wiscasset Select Board members Terry Heller and James Andretta. Our town manager, awesome town manager, Dennis Simmons, and of course, Representative of District 47, Mr. Ed Polorczyk. There are several other notable people here today, but if I were to acknowledge them now, you might figure out, if you haven't already, what the special announcement is. And that is an honor that I leave to our next speaker. It is my privilege to introduce Pender Macon. After teaching for a very long time, Pender now works at the Maine Department of Education, helping students and teachers across the state in her role as the Commissioner of Education. She is a true champion for educators and for kids, and we are so excited to have her here at Wiscasset Elementary School. She's going to make a special announcement, so please join me in welcoming Commissioner Pender Macon to the podium.
I was going to be saying a big surprise, but something tells me that the word is out. Is it possible that you know what my surprise is already? Some of you maybe know. I'm glad that some people will be surprised, and I think you're all ready for it. But before I share, I'm going to ask Mrs. Hallowell to join me up here at the podium. Mrs. Hallowell, congratulations. It is my honor to announce that you have been selected as Maine's Teacher of the Year. Today, we celebrate your love of teaching, your dedication to your students, and your leadership role in education. We thank you for having high expectations for yourself and your students, and we entrust to you the honor of representing the education profession and all teachers in the state of Maine. Given on this day, Wednesday, October 10th, and it's signed by Governor Janet Mills and by me, and the Educate Maine Board Chair and the Maine State Board of Education Chair. And so again, congratulations to Becky Hallowell. You're truly an ambassador for your profession. And congratulations to the entire Wiscasset Elementary School and to all of the students here today. This is such a good day. Congratulations. Committee heard about Mrs. Hallowell, and you might know some of these things about her, but it turns out there is, first I would like to say thank you to Nira Harmon for making that nomination. Thank you, Nira. And you can see while I tell you that your colleagues said about you that you are an anchor at this school. That you are spunky, talented, inspiring, and innovative. Another one of your colleagues said that you have lots of tools in your teaching tool belt and you are a Mary Poppins bag of tools. You bring love to your job. That you are authentic, you're genuine in your relationship with your students. And then your students told us that you don't like sitting inside all day. Nope. This is awesome. And that you love mushrooms. I really put it over the edge. And then there was a mishap on mud flats one day. And you might want to tell us about that, because I'd like to hear it. And finally, they say they will never forget the Eclipse trip to Millinocket. That's great. I also want to congratulate other teachers who have been on this journey along with you. Allie Gilbert, a 2025 Teacher of the Year finalist, is here with us today. And there are several state and county Teacher of the Year finalists and former Teachers of the Year. Could you just quickly stand so we can applaud you all? Recognizing the importance of all teachers and that every one of them is a hero and you're all doing amazing work and you all represent your entire profession so well. And so once again, congratulations. And my understanding is there's a tradition in this school, and I get to announce it. We are about to kick into a Wiscasset Elementary School dance party. You're about to hear some wonderful, fun dance music. Students, you may stand and dance where you are sitting. Enjoy our dance party, everyone. It was going to be I'm glad we are doing that.
hear me, touch your head. If you can hear me, do this. If you can hear me, do this. If you can hear me, do this. Good morning, everybody. Has anyone ever been nervous before? Well, today, I'm going to name my feelings as I start and tell you that I'm a little bit nervous because today is really important to me. My name is Mr. Chard. I teach at East End Community School in Portland. I teach 2nd grade, and I am the 2024 Maine Teacher of the Year. Because today's a really important day for Wiscasset Elementary School, the Wiscasset community, and for Mrs. Hollowell, and I want to get it just right. So I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to take a calming breath, a belly breath. I'm going to calm my body. I'm going to calm my brain, and I'm going to start my speech. Today, I could not be more thrilled to be recognizing the incredible Mrs. Hollowell as the 2025 Maine Teacher of the Year. It is a great day for education in our state, and I want to say thank you to all the folks across the state who support educators and who elevate the voices of teachers. We could not do this work alone, and we appreciate the role of everybody in this room in uplifting the voices of education in the state of Maine. How about a round of applause for that? So here's the thing. During my visit to Wiscasset Elementary School, I heard Mrs. Hollowell described as mushroomy. I mean, I've heard teachers described as magical, which is a word I also heard about Mrs. Hollowell. I have heard how teachers work well with their colleagues. Check. I heard that about Mrs. Hollowell. I have learned how teachers change students' lives. You guessed it. That definitely describes Mrs. Hollowell. But I have to admit, I have never heard a teacher described as mushroomy. But I would soon learn things about mushrooms that I had never heard of. And Mrs. Hollowell is indeed as far-reaching as a mushroom, with invisible and unseen influences on everyone lucky enough to be in her orbit. You see, mushrooms have an intricate underground network of interconnected mycelium that is so important to terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. Mrs. Hollowell's impact extends far beyond the confines of her classroom walls that I might add that are covered with the amazing work and incredible thinking of her students. Her knowledge and guidance spreads, shaping minds, fostering growth, and influencing decisions impacting her students, colleagues, and the entire Wiscasset community. Just as mushrooms play a vital role in maintaining the health of ecosystems, Mrs. Hollowell creates solid and supportive environments inside and outdoors that allow students to thrive and grow. The connections she establishes are far-reaching, making their influence enduring and profound. Her colleagues describe her as knowledgeable, passionate, enthusiastic, and, without exception, a mentor for everyone. When I came to the school, she was the anchor for me. She is the anchor for our school, one colleague remarked. Another noted that she builds bridges in the community, ensuring everybody knows the great things happening in our schools. She brings the school into the community. That sure sounds mushroomy to me. Her students were excited to share, overlapping each other's excited anecdotes, so ready to share what they love about Mrs. Hollowell. She doesn't like sitting inside and working all day, explained one. When she was writing her essays for Teacher of the Year, she asked us for feedback, gushed another. That sure sounds mushroomy to me. Parents described Mrs. Hollowell in equally glowing terms. One parent described her enthusiasm for students' thinking as palpable. There's a juicy word for y'all. Another noted that the thing that stands out most is that she is open to every one of her students. She knows everything about every one of her students. And finally, a parent panelist asked, why didn't we have teachers like her when we were in school? That sure sounds mushroomy to me. And let's talk about owls. Who here knows about owls? Mrs. Hollowell was a pioneer in recognizing the value of place-based outdoor education. The outdoor wonderful learning space on the banks of the Sheepscot River is a magical place where learning unspools every season, rain or shine, in warm weather and cold. It is a place where students thrive, developing a deep relationship with the outdoors and learning the rhythms of the beautiful natural resources right in their backyards. When asked what it would mean if Mrs. Hollowell was named 2025 Maine Teacher of the Year, Wiscasset Superintendent Kim Anderson noted, her style of teaching outdoors is the direction we would like to see our entire system go K-12. This honor would allow her to spread that message across the country. I don't know about you, but I sure think that sounds mushroomy. Congratulations, Mrs. Hollowell. I couldn't be more thrilled to welcome you as Maine's newest State Teacher of the Year. I can't wait to learn with you and from you. I cannot wait to watch you grow into this role as an ambassador for public education in Maine and to watch your mycelium spread optimism about our schools and our profession. Let's have a round of applause for Mrs. Becky Hollowell. Wow, what a day. What a day for Wiscasset Elementary School. What a day. At this time, I would like to turn your attention to the Wiscasset Elementary School Chorus, led by Mrs. Drury, for a special song for this wonderful celebration.
What a special day at Wiscasset Elementary School. I'm so proud. We are full of joy and pride as we celebrate Mrs. Hollowell and our whole school community. Before we invite Mrs. Hollowell to the podium, we are so proud to share a song with a special meaning to our schools. Please join me in welcoming the Wiscasset Elementary School Chorus. And now it is our pleasure to welcome to the podium the 2025 Maine Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Hollowell.
Wow. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit in my speech and say I work in the very best school ever. All right. So when I was 5 years old, my grandfather had a CB radio. It was the cell phone of the 1970s. He told me to pick out a handle to identify myself when I was speaking with others on the CB radio. Nobody in my family was surprised when I selected the handle, Little Teacher. My family is filled with teachers. There's a bunch of them right over here. At one point in time, my mom, my aunt, my cousin, and I, we were all teaching first grade. There's some truth to me saying teaching is in my blood. As I grew up, my mom would often bring home journals from her first grade students. And my sisters and I were thrilled to respond to them. Mom was a rock star to her students, and we got to shine right along with her. I knew that I wanted to be that person for others. I wanted to be the biggest cheerleader for kids. I have always been in awe of teachers. They were the people who made me smile and love school. They saw glimmers of my strengths, and they encouraged me to chase after my interests. Mrs. Johnson Marsano, my kindergarten and third grade teacher, helped me find my love of music when she stopped the entire third grade once to listen to me sing. In that one moment, I thought I might actually be good at music, and I started taking piano and clarinet lessons. That moment inspired me to join chorus and audition for music festivals. And, for better or worse, that one moment led me to teach many students songs like Black Socks and Sandwiches Are Beautiful. Mrs. Johnson Marsano didn't just inspire me to sing and play a variety of instruments that would eventually have me marching in parades carrying a tuba. She modeled what it meant to be a teacher who broke the mold. We never knew what treasures she may bring in for us to explore. One day it was sea urchins, and the next a box of super cool rocks. She had our third grade class compete against the sixth grade to see who could write the most descriptive sentences. We blew sixth grade out of the water. Even as an 8-year-old, I knew I was in the presence presence of a master teacher. She was who I wanted to be when I grew up. Like so many educators in the room today, my journey took me to the University of Maine at Farmington. Right, Mr. Dwyer? I graduated from UMF with a degree in early childhood education, ready to teach and inspire young students. And every time I returned to UMF to take a new class, I fondly remember the professors who expected the best from me and the ones who saw my potential and gave me the tools I needed to start teaching young kids. After a few years of teaching, I found myself at Whitefield Elementary School in the same classroom Mrs. Johnson Marsano had left her mark on me almost 20 years before. I thought about her as my second grade students led penny drives school-wide that would allow us to buy gifts from the giving tree at Christmas time. I knew she would giggle as my kindergarten students wrote and performed plays about worms and photosynthesis. And she would appreciate how I worked to make my learning as real and interesting for my students as possible. One of the most special parts of Whitefield Elementary School was watching my sons, Sam and Nathan, begin their education there. Sam and Nathan have taught me so much about learning. Together we learned that spinning in circles made spelling words more fun. We learned that a full moon could lead to beautiful poetry. And we learned sometimes you just had to show grit when you were working through a tough math concept. As my boys grew older, I moved to Wiscasset Elementary School to borrow from my very favorite book, The Big Orange Squat. My school is where I like to be, and it looks like all my dreams, especially today. I cannot imagine a school that loves its students more than WES. We watch all the grown-ups and kids greet each other in the morning and wave goodbye to one another in the afternoon. It assures me that I am in the perfect place. When we say we take care of each other at WES, we are declaring our core values. One of my greatest joys at WES is the space Mr. Pendleton and I created on the Sheepscot River. We worked together with the help of several students, some of them are over there, to clear owls of invasive plants so that we could create this beautiful learning space. Teaching outside the box takes a huge leap of faith, and I have been blessed with great colleagues who share their craft with me. I am also thankful for the trust my administrators have given me to take students outside to owls and far beyond. Most importantly, I am thankful the families who work with me so closely each year hold forever places in my heart. But most importantly, I am grateful for my past and current students who jump onto the ride each school year brings with me. I learn more from every class I teach. You guys, the students, you are why we are here. You are our greatest source of pride and inspiration. I have enjoyed a lifetime of learning from fabulous teachers like my mom and Mrs. Johnson Marsano. Teachers have the most important job of guiding students to become the best versions of themselves. Our children are Maine's most valuable resources. And as Maine Teacher of the Year, I look forward to celebrating the dedicated, creative, and compassionate teachers who show up for Maine students every day. At this time, I would like to invite Jason Judd, Executive Director of Educate Maine, to the podium to recognize the many Maine Teacher of the Year program partners, sponsors, and supporters who have made this all possible. Thank you.
First and foremost, I want to congratulate Mrs. Hollowell and thank you for your insightful remarks. Your passion for education truly shines through, and we look forward to working with you during your year of recognition as Maine's 2025 Teacher of the Year and the years of service moving forward. Now, as Mrs. Hollowell mentioned, I'm Jason Judd. I'm the Executive Director of Educate Maine. Educate Maine is a business-led education advocacy organization dedicated to ensuring that Mainers are equipped to excel in education and careers, thereby fulfilling their highest educational potential. Administering the Maine Teacher of the Year program on behalf of the Maine Department of Education is an honor for us. It aligns perfectly with our ongoing commitment to developing and supporting educators, ultimately raising the profile of the teaching profession within our state and working to ensure that all students across Maine have access to high-quality teachers. We deeply appreciate the critical role teachers play in the lives of Maine learners and are grateful for the opportunities we have to recognize and honor their incredible work. Now, as many of you know, this process started over 500 nominees in February, and here we are today. We've narrowed it down to our State Teacher of the Year. I'm proud to be here today on behalf of our board members, represented here today by David Keys from Bangor Savings Bank. So give a wave, David, and thank you for being here. We appreciate the warm welcome that we've received this morning from the entire school community. As we wrap up this wonderful celebration, we want to recognize the invaluable contributions of our MTOY partners, corporate sponsors, and supporters who make this program possible and share our commitment to honoring excellence in teaching and elevating the teaching profession. From the Maine Department of Education, we heard from Commissioner Pender-Macon. I want to thank Director of Communications, Chloe Tebow, Communications and Outreach Manager, Rachel Payling, Website and Technology Coordinator, Matthew Levitt. Representing the Maine State Board of Education is Wendy Alt. Representing the Maine County Teachers of the Year Association, Edie Berger. Now, Becky joins a distinguished network of teacher leaders, some of whom are present today. And I do want to ask the current and legacy County and State Teachers of the Year to be recognized and stand up for us just one more time, because this is the community that Mrs. Hollowell will be joining moving forward. We would like to recognize and thank our corporate sponsors whose generous support makes the Maine Teacher of the Year program possible. That includes Bangor Savings Bank, represented here by David Keys, Geiger, who's represented by Peter Geiger here, our friends at Unum, Hannaford, represented by Ben Conberry from the Damerscott store manager, the Maine Lottery, the Silvernail family, and Dead River Company. So let's give a round of applause for all the sponsors. As I mentioned during the Maine County Teacher of the Year announcement, we must continue to celebrate Maine's educators, highlighting the teaching profession and sharing all the great things happening in Maine schools. We're grateful for the opportunity to collaborate with the dedicated individuals here today who will celebrate and support Mrs. Hollowell as she accepts this important role of an advocate and ambassador for students, teachers, and the entire profession representing Maine on the national stage. Now, once again, thank you for joining us today and celebrating teachers and education in Maine. Becky, congratulations. This honor is so well deserved, and congratulations to you, your friends, your family, your colleagues, and the entire Wiscasset community. Now I'd like to invite back up to the stage Principal Clements to share some closing remarks with us.
Thank you all for joining us today in this special celebration, and thank you to all the wonderful humans in this building who made all of this possible. Could we give Mrs. Hollowell one last great big round? We'll begin dismissing out the doors over here with our kindergarten and first grade and middle school if you want to start exiting out this door. Thank you all.
I'm gonna